Let's now move on to the markets. The bear run continues in Nigeria. We've seen it fall back quite a bit last week, and of course Friday we saw it down about 1.3%. Today it's down 1.65% to 35,861 points for the NSE All-Share Index. Now that's a result of heavy losses on the day, including those that fell today included Dangote Cement, Ashaka Cement, Guinness Nigeria, and Glaxosmith Climb. We did see some gainers, however, including Oando after it reported results and UBA. Joining me in the studios now to review the activity on the bourse is Baba Ibrahim, Managing Director at Main Street Bank Securities. Baba, thank you for joining us.
Good to be here.
Some people are calling it a bloodbath now. The market continues to fall and continues to fall significantly. Your take on this market?
Well, quite clearly, I think what you're saying is basically pressure, massive pressure on the sell side, where you have massive portfolio investors wanting to dump their stocks. You can't hold on. You just, what you just do is you watch for, the rebound level and you take position in. I think that even though the bloodbath, as it were, is quite worrisome, I think that is equally an avenue for new players to be on the wings.
Well, I mean, if we're saying it's a bloodbath, if we're saying it's real, it's a bear run, then it could make sense to wait and buy into the deep. So your views about this week, do you think we're going to see this bear run extend into the rest of this week?
Yeah, if you look at the bear run the past 1 to 2 weeks, we found out that we are recording new low, on a 6 to 9 months basis. Skybank is running a new low.
Right.
Yeah, Zenith Bank is running a new low. Zenith Bank result was so fantastic. Paying $1.60 on the full year result 2012.
So
I think
buying opportunity.
Buying opportunity clearly, but I think that again, sometimes you want to think that the share price is going to come for that low, but you don't really know how low it's going to get to.
Right.
When the pressure or the sell pressure stops,
right.
the book takes shape and they come
right.
strong.
Okay, so it could fall back a lot more, but then the big question is, when it does bounce back, how sharp can we anticipate? How sharp can the bounce be? Many people talking about the earnings season starting in July. By mid-July, we should see some numbers from the banks. Do you think that could be the trigger?
Yeah.
And if it is going to be the trigger, are we going to see a major rally here?
Yeah. I think that keen watchers and key players in the market are actually on the wings. A lot of stocks are actually trading at a very deep discount. And like you rightly pointed out, we're experiencing another Q2 results, down 2 weeks from now. A lot of people are actually waiting to see how they can really lock in, And don't forget the fact that not too long ago we saw Zenith Bank running as high as 24, 25,
Right.
This GTB was running about 28. As we speak, it's about 24 and 60,
Right.
I think that the Q2 result would help the momentum in rallying the bull back to the market down the Q2 space.
Well, will it be a strong rally, or are we just going to see it help stabilize the market, brings a little more demand that will get the market trading sideways? Is that the most likely
the quantum of the rally will depend largely on the level of results.
So the quality of the results itself.
Where the result is quite remarkable, mind-blowing, you will see a very, very, very strong rally coming on the market. But I think that even though some people will think they are difficult times, but I think that they are actually buying opportunities for a lot of investors, to come in there, take positions, and look at stocks that are trading at a discount,
right,
and lock in.
Right. So some people will say, be contrarian when you're in this market. When people are buying, sell. When people are selling, buy. So the best investment minds in the world tend to behave that way. So are you saying people should start buying now?
Well, sometimes you find out that liquidity is a constraint. A lot of people probably will be locked in one or two stocks on the other. I think that it's clearly a buying opportunity for people that have fresh funds, because that's the purchasing power. If you don't have fresh funds, all you just do is just look at the market, swings in and out. But by and large, I think that the sales pressure right now is a clear manifestation of the fact that it's a buying opportunity for a lot of investors. It's not unconnected to the fact that a lot of foreign portfolio investors are trying to rally around stocks here and there to raise funds, and that will create a rally in the market. But again, a lot of people are watching, they're on the wings, trying to see stocks that are trading at a discount and locking in, knowing that the Q2 result is going to be quite remarkable. And in no time, you'll see the stock rallying back to where they're coming from.
Of course, the big surprise would be if we see major negative surprises in the Q2 number. So we definitely have to watch out for that. Okay, but what do you think the pension fund managers will be doing right now in this season? I mean, we know that from history they are very conservative. Do you anticipate that they are buying now? Because I know in the past when the market was falling, most of them were not too aggressive.
I think that this is the best of time for them to put up their thinking cap. You know, they have lots of idle funds. The youths on board are not looking up. You know, whereas with they play around, equity market is stable, strong, viral. I think what they should be doing right now is to see how they can lock into very fundamentally strong, you know, stock with a track record. You know, what they should do is begin to lock into some of those stocks here and there. And you know, by their very nature, they're not supposed to be a short-term player. They probably should have a threshold of running over 20, 30 years down the line.
All right, Baba, let's touch the results briefly. Oando, of course, reported interesting numbers, and what I always try to point out there is that we're comparing the 2012 numbers with restated 2011. So the massive jump, actually, it's much bigger than it was if you compare with the previous numbers. But then, your thoughts on this, because from what we can see in the market today, the share price was rewarded with a move upwards.
Yeah, I think every market, key market operators should give a thumb up to Oando's results. Moving from a PAT of about 1.7 billion the previous year to well over 10.8 billion, you know, translating to well over 580%, you know, jump, leap in profit. I think that's quite remarkable. But I think what is actually, you know, surprising is the fact that with an earning per share of 405 kobo, the best they could do is on 5 kobo. I think that a lot of people are a bit disappointed. You know, they should be able to up their dividend policy.
But is that something that gives you some concern? Because some people talk about that, the fact that this company is it's borrowed quite a bit to be where it is, you know, buying assets all over the place. So if you like, this has increased the risk of investing in this company. So your thoughts on that point?
Yeah, you know, Oando is a fully integrated company. They are, you know, running into the, you know, the refinery sector. They are, you know, looking at the power sector. You know, I think that the risk is actually mitigated because of the diversified nature of the business. You know, but all in all, I think that what keen investors should be looking at is the long-term prospect and future of this company. You know, liquidity is scarce. You know, cost of funds is pretty high. You know, I think what they're trying to do is to conserve funds. You know, for future investment. You know, that's why they probably is being conservative about their dividend policy. You know, but beyond that, we're looking at the fact that a 4.75 kobo earning per share translates into dividend per share of 75 kobo is pretty down below. I think they should probably hop it a little, maybe 125, 130, or they're looking at giving them an interim down the line. But all in all, I think it's kudos to them for their result.
All right, but let's look into that crystal ball. What is a good investment opportunity going forward right now? All things considered, we know the results are coming out. It's a great time to position if you're betting on the right stock. So which stocks do you think people should be betting on?
Bet on the right stock. Look at Transcorp. Transcorp is titling towards a strike price of ₦1. I think it closed at ₦1.14 kobo. You know, given the fact that a lot of people pay the premium on the right trust. Skybank, you can't go wrong with Skybank. At 424,
right,
it's going to go up certainly.
It's time to buy.
It's time to buy, no doubt about that. Zenith Bank is a cracker at 1910. It's too low for comfort. I think you should put your money on Zenith Bank. GTB 2470 is a cracker. First Bank at 1710, you can't go wrong. Access Bank, these are fundamentally strong stocks with track record. You can beat them.